Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? How we doing? How was your trading session today? Mine was pretty good. Guys, if you remember that daily chart that I pulled over yesterday, if you were here and saw that, you accidentally got on the short bus, Miss K. Red was driving. Oh, yeah, I do see Red over there. For sure. Good evening, Spaces, Puneet, A Patriots, Piter, Chris, Jim, Tim. Obviously, hi, Miss K. Phoenix, how we doing? If you guys remember that daily chart that I pulled over yesterday, it was pretty clear to me what was going to happen once we did that little wick down and that sweep right off the open. Once we got above 740 is when I clicked long, and I pretty much held that all morning. And that was my one trade today, really. I had one trade, one and done. I felt like I held it all morning long. I got trailed out. My target was this 920 level up here. So I got long right here. And I think I got trailed out at like 860, somewhere in here. But it eventually would have hit full target. I'm just not willing to watch that much pullback happen anymore. I've been doing that a lot lately where I'm watching trades run back on me, and I'm trying to break myself of that habit and just be content with locking in some profit. So I did that today. It was still a good trade. What's up, Amalti? How are you? For those of you that are nice and early, yes, we are giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account this evening, live on stream. We have to go away from the random numbers draw because moderators aren't allowed to participate in that, and I don't want to exclude anybody from the chance of winning an account. So, exclamation point West it is tonight. Fingers crossed we don't get botted. However, spammers will be removed from the competition. So don't spam exclamation point West. Go ahead and enter it once, and let me make sure that everybody is, make sure that the Nightbot is getting everybody in there. And then my hope is that the latecomers who come in and spam exclamation point West and then leave, and then come back later and spam exclamation point West and leave, my hope is that they won't be able to get it. And you guys will have more opportunity to win. So don't spam exclamation point West, just type it in once, and then that will be it. All right, looks like it's working. Yes, it's working. Okay, good deal. Yeah, Monty, it started. Just don't spam it. Don't spam it. The Nightbot will pick up that you're spamming exclamation point West and will cross you off the list. K-Trades, you just type exclamation point West. Just do it one time, though. Just do it one time, because Nightbot will erase you if you're spamming it. Yeah, Phoenix, if you win, I got you. Because Take Profit Trader does it a little bit different. They don't give out codes anymore. They request information from the user, so I have to grab people's information in order to give that to our manager, and then he/she will credit your account. So how are we doing tonight, guys? I don't know what I'm expecting tonight. Obviously tomorrow is kind of light on the news day. Wednesday, we do have FOMC and some major earnings the rest of the week. So we could be in that spot. K-Trades, it's Take Profit Trader tonight. It's a 50K Take Profit Trader test account. Did I survive the weather, Tim? Yeah, I survived the weather. It's really cold here, though. I think it's... Let me see. It now says it is 2 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now here in Louisville. So it's cold. It is cold out there. Feels like temperature is probably negative. But yeah, 2 degrees right now. The whole country is dealing with it, though. Like the entire eastern half of the United States is in disarray. I even heard New York, like the Northeast, is supposed to get a blizzard again this weekend. So it's like, I don't know if they're going to get relief. They got worse than we did as far as the snow is concerned. We probably got, I don't know, I would say maybe tops 8 inches, 9 inches, something like that. But we got a lot of freezing rain too, so it kind of, everything's solidified and weighed down. So I really don't know exactly how much. Blair, what time exactly does this session start? So for me, it depends on where you're at, but for me, it's 6 p.m. Eastern time is when the markets open back up. Had a nice plus $600 day on gold. Oh, nice. Yeah, gold was kind of, I mean, all day it was kind of chopping around, and then it went for the gap fill later in the session. Really just went right up to 5,100 and topped out. Tested it 3 times, and then fell off. Went for the gap fill. Blair, you're in Central Time, so it would be 5 p.m. is when the market opens back up, when the futures markets open back up. Sam, it's piping hot where you live, 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's definitely 2 degrees here right now. 2 degrees and dropping. And it doesn't look great the rest of this week either. It looks like it is going to be cold. What's up, Crazy Chris? How are you? But yeah, let me know how you guys traded today. I'm interested. Sam, I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, Naz. Guys, prior week's high is sitting... We kind of bounced it already. Prior week's high is sitting right around this area. So, actually, it's right here where the yesterday's high was. So, I'm kind of thinking we're probably going to navigate our way back up towards these highs. But we did start to see a lot of consolidation here below the level. So, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, tonight, it might be one of those nights where I don't catch a trade. I might just wait it out unless we see a solid rejection up here or a break above and price holding above today's highs. Because the one trade that I see I wasn't at my desk for. I would still be holding this position had I been at my desk. I probably would have gotten long here on the little reclaim after the little bit of liquidity sweep. Oh, Titus. Yeah, it's cold up there. All the cold air is coming down from Canada, so I know it's cold up there. Ninja Trader asked you to roll to April at login. Yeah, M Stone, that's what I would do. I would look at here, actually. Let me see if I can show you. They're really bad about updating this. But let's take a look. Although I don't know why you would roll. Oh, you're talking for gold? Is that what you're talking for? Yeah, they roll at different times. Like the metals definitely roll different than the indexes do. I was about to say the indexes shouldn't roll till March. Yeah, I would wait until the volume is higher on the rolled contract before you roll. I would stay on whichever contract has the higher volume. Out of curiosity, what's gold trading at on the February contract? Because I'm on mine. I'm on a continuous contract. I'm on the front month. But what's it trading at? Is it trading up higher? Or is it different? Is it similar? It's MGC2 or GC2. Yeah, I don't trade metals a whole lot, so I don't know exactly when those contracts roll. Yeah, Crazy Chris, you can always go to I'm not sure on gold. I'm not sure on the metals. Guys, is there, you know how the CME puts out something like, let me see if I can find it. You know how the CME puts out something like this, where they have the open interest and volume traded on each contract? I wonder if gold has something similar. MP, Wes, can you zoom out so you can see new zones? Honestly, my levels haven't changed a whole lot on the NAS, if that's what you're looking for. Levels haven't changed a whole lot. You've got prior week's high sitting right in here, which is technically a level. Miss K. Man, Miss K, you're quite popular. I'll tell you what, everybody giving you a shout out. All right, we got about 112 people in here. Like I said, guys, those of you that are just tuning in, we are giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account. No spammers allowed. Exclamation point West one time. We'll put you into that drawing that will announce the winner at the end of the stream. If you start spamming, Nightbot will eliminate you from the drawing. So don't spam. Just enter it one time and that's it. kind of just waiting on the Nas at this point to make a move. The last thing I want to do is get caught in the chop. So I'm going to need to see this break one way or the other. Really, I need to see 920 get traded. I need to see this level get traded at this point. Just ain't right. We're not doing the pick the numbers because moderators can guess more than every viewer can. So we can't do it that way. It's not fair. And I want the mods to be able to enter into the giveaways as well. Mods, I promise, by the way, we will be doing a moderator only giveaway. We're going to do it at some point in the future. I'm not sure when. It'll probably be sometime this week, but we will let you know ahead of time. Is anybody holding that long from the prior week high on the bounce over here? It's a pretty decent trade. I think you're going to at least get 920 out of it. As far as interest is concerned on the Dom, man, you've got a lot of stuff higher. It's looking like this could be potential targets up here. I mean, what do we have up there? I mean, we're not far off. What's all-time high? 26,399? Yeah, 26,399 is all-time highs. I've got really strong resistance. The start of the zone is sitting at just above 26,100. What's up, Kaka? How are you? Nice hat. The Charleston Angler. Looks like we're kind of stuck. What is this? What's this order sitting right below current price? What's down here? 91. So we got a little under a little over 100 orders sitting here in the 80s. So we could sweep back down and grab that. Looks like we got some orders bouncing around here quite a bit as well. Yeah, be careful, guys. We could have some sweeps. We're kind of in that area as well on higher time frames where we've had some heavy selling action come off of this area. So just be on alert that at any point the rug could pull 40, 50 points. Korea 25% tariff news. You just shorted? Yeah, I mean, my targets will probably be small tonight, especially with FOMC on Wednesday and earnings. Johan, this is the CME books. Yeah, Canary Trader, I don't know. I mean, we're above prior week's high right now. Ideally, I would like to see price back below last week's high. So right there at 23,845.75 before I'd start looking for shorts. Because we're definitely in that spot where we could start squeezing, right? I think last wall of defense before new all-time highs would probably be 26,100 area for me. I think if we get above there, we're probably going to at least run all-time highs up there at 26.4. I'll be honest though, guys. I don't want to be trading all-time highs again. I want the market to come down. I want the market to come down. I don't like trading all-time highs consistently. Can't stand it. Yeah, Canary Trader. I mean, you at least want price. I mean, you can scalp shorts. I think there's some scalp plays in there, but I wouldn't have any crazy big targets until price was back below at least last week's high. I mean, looking at the daily, we've got some pretty strong bearish engulfing candles on the daily. Pretty much from right where we're at right here, 900 down to... I mean, where's the top sides of these at? Really down to 24,970 it looks like. But until we get back below last week's high, I'm just not interested in trying to get into a big trade on the short side. Porch, as long as it hits 920s, you're cool with the downs. Yeah, I mean, if we do break down, you're buying UVIX shares. I mean, something big is about to happen. You can tell. I mean, you pull up your daily chart on NQ, pull up your daily chart on ES. We are definitely compressing, if that makes sense. We are coiling for something. Oh, thanks, Miss K. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Like I said, it really does help out the channel. We got about 143 people in here right now. I don't know. If we hang out in here in this area, guys, if we're just putting in this kind of profile for a while, I might be a night where I don't take a trade. I'm not real good in this tight consolidation type areas, especially when you have the random one big drop and then the slow grind back up to the top and then the one random big drop. I'm just not good in this kind of price action. Like I said, had I been at my desk when we were down here and tested that prior week's high, I probably would have caught this long and still been in the trade and holding. But from here, you almost have to risk to back below that, and that's just too much risk to put on. I mean, that's over 60 points. Well, nearly 60 points, I guess. A little over 50 points. Delta's going down right now. Let's see. What's Delta doing? All right, so price put in a new high, whereas Delta did not. So we got a little bit of divergence at the highs right now. But I mean, that's really not that big of a move to the top side. It only swept by like a point or two. Bored, you don't really trade Globex, but you're at work, so you figured why not? Yeah, Zadie. Yeah, the metals really took a sell-off. I mean, really all they did, right? Like, if you're looking at gold, all gold did was go for the gap fill at the end of the session. What's up, Kelly? How are you? Sorry about your Broncos, Kelly. And Red, if you're still here, sorry about your Broncos. That weather did neither team any favors in the late in the second half of that game. There was going to be no more scoring. Let's put it that way. You couldn't move the ball. Silver was a stick of dynamite today. Hey, what's up, Carl? Yeah, Kelly, once it got snowy, it was over. It was over. Like, neither one of those teams was going to score anymore. Mackie, no, I don't use Ninja Trader or Trade-Of-8 currently. I use Quantower. What asset am I trading, Icon? Icon, I'm trading ticker symbol NQ, Nasdaq futures. But we look at everything. Well, not everything. I shouldn't have said that. I misspoke. We look at a few different symbols from time to time. I mainly trade the Nasdaq though. It's what I'm most comfortable on. Canary, you got a rash? What are we talking about here? Oh, goodness. All right, we got almost 150 people in here, guys. Smash that like button. Like I said, do I ever trade lean hogs? No, I don't trade lean hogs. Like I said, we are giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account this evening. However, entry into it is going to be !West. However, only type it in one time. Spammers will be removed. So you will be eliminated from the drawing if you enter it multiple times. So don't enter it multiple times. And I have no control over who gets eliminated. Nightbot does it on its own. So don't enter multiple times. Just enter once. Mackie, so you can't, it doesn't allow you to select, they force you to roll your contract? That's strange. Like, Quantower doesn't force me to roll at all. Oh, Icon, thanks. Yeah, I prefer to keep things as clean as possible. As clean as possible. I only use a few indicators. I use volume profile. I have well, it's called DOM Surface on Quantower, but it's similar to Bookmap. It just shows me the orders on the DOM. But yeah, my charts are generally pretty clean. And then the gray boxes that you see are just areas that I designate as support and resistance. I just draw rectangles there. Does Quantower have big trades? Oh, you mean like, I mean, I can see the size of the trades over here. Like if I put my mouse over one of these bubbles, it'll show, and then I can see the orders that are resting on the books if I zoom in over here. So I can kind of see it. Yes, there is a way to do it. I think it's called power trades is what you can do, but it's really distracting, if you know what I mean. I think there is a way where it could plot a big red or green bubble over here on my charts as well if a certain number of trades goes off at a given price. So there is a way to do that. Kelly, I'm kind of waiting for price at this point to come up to 920. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. We held the prior week high down here and bounced. The most logical spot for NQ to come is up here. However, I'm not going to enter in here. I'm going to wait for this to get traded and see what happens. What's up, Kyle? So we're in a waiting game right now. It's in a really choppy area, right? Like there's no entry in this for me. Like I said, if I was around when we tested that prior week high, I probably would be in a long right now and hoping like that we got the 920 and just holding that position. But yeah. Nemo, do I have a channel video on the channel setting up the bubble chart? So for me, the DOMs, I don't have a video on it, but for me, the DOM surface is all default except for the DOM levels count. And I have mine set to 550, and that's just the amount of levels that you can see on the DOM over here. But everything else is standard, default. DeMonte, 715 and you're done for the day? Nice. You made 715 or you want the market to go to 715? Yesterday, New York got you. Icon, you would like to see me in the Robinson Cup? Icon, see, I'm not really into the competition trading. You know, I'm never going to win one of those things. I'm not a good enough trader to win one of those. Secondly, the Robbins Cup, you actually have to put up $10,000 of your own money in order to enter. And then the commissions that you pay are like $8 round trip, I think. Like extremely high commissions as well on the Robbins Cup. So for me, it's just not worth it, if you ask me. And there's no like cash prize for the winner. It's just you get a trophy and recognition. But yeah, I just competition trading I don't think is conducive for good trading, if that makes sense, right? Like you're YOLOing, you're throwing as much size on as you possibly can. And let's face it, I'm just not the world's greatest trader. I'm just not. I'll never claim to be that. What's up, J-Rod? How are ya? Yeah, I'm just not one of these traders that is, you know, I'm not a guru. I'm not a furu. I'm an average trader. I'm very, very average. I still have lots to learn. Lots to learn. Demonte, I'm better than ICT. I don't know. You think it'll flush? I don't know. You can kind of see we've got orders kind of split on both sides with the overwhelming. I'm thinking we could come up to 920. Come up, test these tops, possibly even run the tops, and then we would see a sell possibly. But I feel like after holding the previous week high and making the move up, I feel like we're going to go a little bit higher still. I could be wrong, but that's just the feeling that I get. I don't think we're going to sell right off of 900. Futures analyst. Yeah, no, I don't. I'll never claim to be better than any trader out there, right? I'm not selling any courses or mentorships or anything like that. My trading's extremely simple. Look at where price has reacted in the past, rejected and bounced in the past. Mark those areas and wait for price to get there. Didn't I say I just ordered a world's greatest trader t-shirt? Could you imagine? Oh, man. Then whose course did I just buy for $999? I don't know. It wasn't mine. No, I'm not selling anything. You know, I'm not. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, guys. Nothing. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. No courses, no mentorships, no signal services. I'm here to just hang out with you guys. And hopefully we can learn a little bit from each other. That's about it. Mondays aren't good for you to be here, my client home group night. You're here to admire the beard, Treff. Got to start getting commission on the glizzy. Yeah, I'll be honest, Kyle. I've had a hard time trading with the glizzy. It's just different than how I trade. It's just different. So I had a hard time adjusting to it. I think it's a good indicator if you're a mean reversion trader. I do, but I had a really difficult time with it. I never had any kind of like consistency with it. Love Goose, but if it's clouding the picture for me, I can't I can't use it. I got to do what works for me. I still have it. I still have the notifications and everything. What's up, Ethan? I got no problems promoting it because it is a good indicator, right? More often than not, it does print accurately. What's up, Yoda? How are you? Sovereignty, you've blown 6 accounts in the past week. How good are you? I mean, we've all failed accounts for sure. Yeah, Kyle, 100%, right? Like, that's how Goose has traded for years. He knows exactly what he's looking for. When that thing fires off 12 times, 20 times in an area, and I'm sitting there looking like, wait, I don't see anything here, right? What am I doing? Icon, how was the trading journey for me when I started? So here's the thing. When people ask about people's trading journeys, right, we're all in a different spot. Like, we all started in a different spot. I kind of got lucky. I've said it before. I started right after COVID in a major bull run. So it was actually easier for me, I think, than it would be to start now. The Nasdaq was trading around 7,000, for instance, when I started trading. So really all you did was just wait for that early morning dip and get long. And so it was easy to build an account quick. Now it's a little bit different. So I kind of got lucky in the beginning and was able to set myself up for success because it was such a bullish market at the time. So if you're a beginning trader and you're trying to learn how to trade right now, just keep in mind that it's actually been some of the more difficult trading that I've had in my entire journey. I'm going on 5 years now. In fact, it'll be year 5 in March. So just don't be disheartened. Just take it slow if you're just learning how to trade. Make sure the Nightbot's still working over here. Yeah, we're good. Sorry if some of you have put in exclamation point West multiple times. Nightbot is eliminating you from the drawing, and I can't go back and redo any of them. So I'm sorry. Those of you that are entering exclamation point West, do not enter it more than one time. We're eliminating the spamming to try and cut down on the bots that do come in, or the randoms that come in and type it a bunch, leave, and come back and type it a bunch. I'd rather have somebody who's here win the free account. So I apologize to anybody who has been eliminated already. I do see some people that have been, just to give you a heads up. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I know, Ethan. I know. I trust me. We tried the whole Streamlabs bot thing. We've even talked to Streamlabs because that's the one that does give the confirmation tickets. And they said that's no longer an available option, is what they told us. So we're kind of stuck. We're kind of stuck. So until we figure out a different way to do it that makes sense for everybody, this is what we have to do, unfortunately. And we can't do the random number anymore either because moderators, like, it limits everybody else when we go into slow mode so that people can't just spam numbers. But moderators don't go into slow mode. Moderators get as many guesses as they want, so we can't do the random number anymore either. we have to kind of do it this way. The only other thing that we can do really with Nightbot is active chatters. Where, like, you have to type every so often in the chat. But I'm not sure that it would force everybody to be chatting random things. I'm not sure that I like that. What's up, Nathans? How are you? Do a chat GPT drawing? Mason, I see your question there. I'm not going to announce what time I'm doing the drawing. I want to get away from that as well. Because inevitably what happens is people tune in, say what time is the drawing, leave, and then come back right when the drawing's happening, right? I want people who really support the channel and are here all the time. I want them to be the ones who have the biggest opportunity to win the accounts. So these account giveaways are my way of saying thank you to the community and thank you for showing me the love and the support. So I kind of like the people who are active in the community to be the ones who have the best shot at winning. So I'm no longer going to announce what time I'm doing giveaways or when I'm going to do the giveaways. What's up, Coach Fred? How are you? Gold's kind of... I don't know. If you can get a pull back up into like VWAP 5030, a short's looking kind of interesting on gold. Back down into... I mean, if it just flushes 5K here, I'm not interested in it at all. I would need to see a pullback at this point. But it is looking kind of heavy. Is silver doing the same thing right now? Silver's kind of pulled off its highs too. Yeah, DeMonte, we got to figure something out. Like we haven't figured it out yet. We haven't mastered the giveaway just yet. I know other people do like goose races and duck races and all that. I don't know what website that is. I don't know how to do that. I don't know that would necessarily eliminate the botting that happens on my channel though either from time to time. So we're trying to keep everything above board and fair, and we just can't figure it out. We're on the struggle bus. But do you have to have a certain account to get the win? If so, Crawbillies, what do you mean? You tried to sweet bot the talk, Jeff, and it didn't work. Yeah, Mike's, like I said, so the problem with the random number draw, we like the random number draw because it was something different, right? The problem is we have to go into slow mode so that people can't just spam the numbers a bunch. But when we do that, moderators don't go into slow mode. So moderators can sit there and type as many numbers as they want while the rest of you guys can't. Does that make sense? And it creates a really unfair advantage. Hey, thanks, Kyle. Thanks for the gifted. Appreciate you, brother. Congratulations to those of you who have won or received a gifted membership from Kyle. GG's, Kyle. Be sure to connect to your YouTube accounts, to your Discord profiles, and you'll have access to my pre-market trading plans on NQ each morning. Yeah, we're still trying to figure things out. I have no idea what I'm doing as a streamer, guys. Even still, we've been doing it for over a year now, and I still have no idea what I'm doing. I'm the world's worst YouTuber. Let's put it that way. Unmoderated moderators. Yeah, yo, Jim, because even if you... Like, here's the dilemma, right? Why be a moderator then? You know, if you can't win the giveaways... And have that perk, why would you want to be a moderator on my channel at that point, you know? Have a form from Google Doc, then tell ChatGPT to pick from the list, and it can't be cheated. A certain prop firm account. Oh, Crawbillies, we're giving away a 50K take profit trader account tonight. That's what the account size is, if that's what you're asking. What's up, Donovan? Ethan, enough giveaway talk. Let's talk about what you're looking for. I kind of already said. On NQ, I'm kind of waiting for price to get up here to this 920 to 940 area, and then we'll see. This is kind of nasty and messy, so there's really no trade for me in here, unfortunately. What I would be looking for at the 920 area, I'll draw it for you, would either be something like this, where we get this move for a long up into 26K, or where it does something like this, where it sweeps, comes back below, and then I would probably enter a short right here, playing back down into the range, into the middle of the range. But I need price to get out of this before I can do anything. Cameron, have I traded with Savius before? Who's Savius? Is that a person or a thing? Kelly, feel free to give you all the accounts. Did they shut down silver trades today? I don't think so. Pretty sure silver kept trading. I wouldn't know, though, to be fair. What's up, Spence? I know everybody wants to see me in a trade, but look, there's just nothing. There's nothing for me to do here. I know you tune into other channels and they're really being extremely active and in a lot of trades. That's just not my style. That's not how I trade. Can't place a trade right now in silver on Top Step. Someone probably hit it big on Top Step on silver is probably what happened. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, to be fair, silver did it have its biggest move ever today? I mean, that looks like the biggest move. I mean, it's trading like a meme stock, right? I mean, for real, though. This is the last year on silver. That's the last year of price action on silver. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, if you have any, by the way, if you have change laying around the United States currency change, if you have any quarters that were minted prior to 1964, they're made of 90% silver, and the current value on those quarters, I believe, is around $25 a quarter. Think about that. If you were to go and spend it at the store, it's only worth 25 cents. But technically, it's worth $25. Pull those silver fillings. Do they still do those kinds of fillings, Globex Girl? Like, do they still put, like, metal in your teeth? I've never had a filling, so I don't know. Silver contracts were halted up today? Yeah, I believe it. They put gold? Yeah, that's true. They do. Brick, you're going grave digging tonight? going to go the corpse's teeth? Going to go pull corpse's teeth? Yeah, Sam. Quarters minted before 1964 were made of 90% silver. Current value on those quarters is over $25. Man, Sleepy Markets, you really got one good move tonight. Gold's kind of just chopping sideways too. I mean, it's up and down, and there's some money to be made here. All right, guys, we got over 230 people in the stream tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Like Nightbot said there in the chat, we are doing a 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway this evening. Exclamation point Wes, one time in the chat will enter you into the drawing. More than one time will eliminate you from the drawing. So don't spam it. Kelly, you long the Nas? I mean, I think you got 20 points in there. Get you banned for life. Yeah, just enter it one time. Don't enter it anymore. Nightbot will eliminate you if you enter it more. Time for the switch to be thrown back to Bitcoin, Rizzo. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Gold and silver just rocket ship. Absolute rocket ship. What's up, Wix? How are you? Yeah, like I said, guys, we got heavy news on the back end of this week, beginning Wednesday with FOMC. So just tomorrow could be kind of muted as far as prices moving around. We had a pretty good move today. So just be on alert that the price could be kind of muted. The moves could be a little muted. Let's see here. Yeah, YM's kind of just hanging around. These are hourly candles on the YM. ES is kind of doing what NQ is right now. All right. What's up, Disciplined Futures Trader? How are you? All right, we got about 240 people in here currently. Guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help out the channel. Hang on, guys. One sec. You guys know when the snow plows go by and they're scraping on the concrete? And you're scared they took out your mailbox? NQ still just kind of working its way, chopping 900 still. And Nate's like, what are snowplows? Yeah. Still got 240 people in here. But yeah, obviously people who are just tuning in and only typing !West and doing it multiple times will be banned. All right, here comes that pump. We're finally getting the move. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can get the move up into 920. And then we'll see what happens in this area. Maybe we run today's highs. You hit the West first time. Let's see. I can tell you, Cobop, if it did or not. There's nothing I can do if it did, unfortunately. Nope, it didn't eliminate you. It didn't eliminate you. We've got 157 people entered right now. Only a few people. Only a few people have been eliminated. But yeah, sorry guys, if you did it multiple times and it eliminated you, there's nothing I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it at this point. So I'm sorry. Yeah, so anybody that types it, don't type it multiple times. Don't type it multiple times. It will eliminate you. And once it eliminates you, there's nothing I can do. So !West one time in the chat. What's up, potatoes? How are you? Those of you that are on the shorts feed, by the way, if you would like a little better viewing experience, just go to my YouTube channel and click on the other live stream, the one that does not have the word mobile in the title. And that's where most people are hanging out at tonight. It's a lot better viewing experience. I think you'll enjoy your time here a little bit more if you are in that live stream, without a doubt. Trev, you did it right. Still kind of just waiting at this point. I kind of want to see this area get traded. Last thing I want to see is this fall back into the zone. I mean, I might try a little short below 870 if we get that move and it starts making some aggressive move down this way. But anything between 880 and 900 is just asking, really between 880 and 920 is asking to be involved in some chop. What's up, Soul Farm Kids? How are you? Oh, you heard, Trev? Yeah. Yeah, guys, only enter !West one time. Just enter it one time. Not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, just one time. Otherwise, you will be eliminated. You don't have your glasses on and then you realize you typed in a hi. Yeah, go Bobby, you're good. I feel like I'm going to have to repeat that multiple times. Only type !West one time. Don't type it multiple times. J-Rod, no. Salt Farm Kids. Yes, you're good. Why no number draw tonight? I like the number draw system, right? The problem that we ran into, and I explained this earlier, is that moderators don't have a limit on how many numbers they can guess, whereas the rest of you can guess one number and then have to wait a certain period of time. So it's not exactly fair. Like if the moderators can guess 20 times to every other person's 1, every other viewer's 1, So we want everybody to have equal opportunity. Right? It needs to be fair. Like last time, a moderator did end up, not yesterday's giveaway, but one of the prior ones that we were doing the numbers thing. A moderator did end up winning, and they were able to type multiple times, and they were a good sport about it, right? Like they said, hey, I don't need to be the winner. We gave them the account anyway, and then did another giveaway because of that, and just didn't allow the moderators in there. But I want the moderators to be in the giveaways as well. They deserve to have a chance, right? $132 likes. Oh, thanks for smashing the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. We're kind of working our way up into that area of interest, so we might actually catch a trade here. do 2 giveaways, do a mod giveaway and then a peasant giveaway. No, we're going to do a giveaway for the mods. Mods only at some point, but we're not going to do it on the YouTube channel. We're going to do it through a different source. We're going to do it through a different avenue. So we'll let all the moderators know when that's happening. Most of them are in Level Up Discord. So probably what we'll do is we'll just end up doing it through Discord privately. Yeah, mods only. Guys, for reference, for those of you that aren't mods, our moderators do not get paid, by the way. They do it out of the kindness of their hearts. They give up their time and effort. So GG's mods, I appreciate you. Yeah, Massive, we definitely could. We definitely could go up to 26K. There's a lot of interest up in through here. We definitely could go tap 26K. Could even go higher. You can kind of see the blocks that are sitting up here. Whereas you don't have that many to the downside right now. You've got one down here at 600. This looks like a logical area for the Nas to visit. My daily chart is showing strong resistance above 100 all the way up to like 270, 265, somewhere around there. So yeah, we definitely could make our way up there. The mods on this channel are no cap. I'm waiting for, okay, I kind of drew it a little bit earlier. I know you weren't here though. I'm kind of waiting for price to either do one of two things. Either sweep today's highs and reject and then hold below 920 for a short, or we get the move above, retest, hold, and get long. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Entering any entry in here, you're risking a lot of chop possibly. So that's kind of why I'm waiting for a decision to be made. Hopefully it happens while I'm still on the stream. It doesn't just spend an hour making its way there, like price typically does when I'm streaming. Yeah, it definitely could. It definitely could. I mean, we definitely are low on volume right now. There's not a lot going on. Oh, gold ripped. Did silver do the same thing? Yes, silver did the same thing. Oh, here we go again, guys. Here we go again. Here we go again. What's up, Frog Face Trader? How are you? I don't like trading the metals, but sometimes they're fun to watch when they start going. They are fun to watch. Hey, Patriot. Now it's time for it to rocket again. I mean, look at this move. Look at the move. Oh, thanks, Frogface Trader. No, I thank you guys. Like from the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you enough for tuning in each and every night. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing as a YouTuber or streamer. I'm here to just hang out, have a chill, nice trading environment. No furu, no guru. I don't know everything that there is to know about the markets, so I'll never claim to be that. Oh, Kongan. So we're giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account tonight. Towards the end of the stream, we'll announce the winner. I'm not going to say exactly what time. However, !West typed one time in the chat will enter you into that drawing. Do not type it multiple times. Nightbot will eliminate you from the drawing if you spam it. So !West, all caps, one time in the chat. Oh, thanks, Miss K. Yeah, and smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. What if you misspell it, the Dankies? Let me see. We got 190 people in the drawing right now. Sorry, Dankies. I'm looking for you right now. I promise, guys, we will do our research and figure out what is the best way to do these giveaways. We haven't quite figured it out yet. It's a work in progress. Dankies, you're good. You're good. No cap. Let me find you. No cap, you're good. You are good. I think if you misspell West, you are automatically eliminated. I mean... Hey, you shouldn't misspell West. Let's put it that way. Mr. Games Paradise. Yes, you're in there. I saw your name in there. I should close the trading platform. All right, NQ's getting up there. Ethan. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to be able to go through all 200 entries and check everybody. I apologize. Ethan. Ethan, it eliminated you. It eliminated you. Yeah, sorry, Ethan. I apologize. Yeah, those of you that were eliminated, I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. It doesn't let me go back and like remove the spam. It just eliminates you, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, Mason, I agree. The one-time eliminate the one-time elimination, the one-time extra typing elimination is kind of brutal. I didn't know it was going to do that either. But then I realized that it was doing it. So yeah, unfortunately, I apologize for those of you that have been eliminated, and there's no way that I can change that at this point. The only way that I could do it is if we completely restarted the entire giveaway. And then everybody would have to re-enter it. Two's 80s, one less. Oh, come on, Naz. You're so close. Just right up in here. That's all we want. All right, we got about 270 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. No cap, you're going to enter the trade when I enter? Oh, don't copy my trades. You will get wrecked. Keep in mind, we're on a delay. We're on a 9 to 10 second delay as well. A lot can happen in 9 to 10 seconds. Jeff, how did I decide on that zone? It's kind of been a rejection spot for a while. When you look at the higher time frames, here actually this will be a little bit better. Let me go to like a 30-minute chart. You can see multiple cells coming off of this area. That's kind of how I know it's an area of interest. When you get those aggressive moves away from areas, that's kind of what you're looking for. And same thing with the downside. Aggressive buys off of certain areas. Nahal, did I do well today? Yeah, I did pretty well today. I had one trade today, and then what did I make last night? I made $1,000 last night, and then I made like 3K today. So I guess overall 4K on the session. Yeah, Jeff, exactly. Using bodies of candles, wicks, yep, etc. What you're looking for is those big engulfing candles, right? On the higher time frames. That's kind of what you're looking for. Hey, what's up, Tank? When you find those areas, that generally means there's a big buyer or seller in those areas. Whether, you're kind of looking for those big higher time frame, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing candles. Bobby, it varies. I would say on average on a winning trade, because my break evens are like 10 points generally during RTH. So they go down as a $200 winner, but I consider them break evens, somewhere between $100 and $200 winner. I would say my average winning trade is probably around 20 points, 30 points overall, but I'm generally not getting in a trade unless I'm targeting 50 plus points. if that makes sense. Not that I always hit full target, right? Sometimes I get trailed out. Today, my trade was, I was long from 740, and I was targeting 920, and I got trailed out at around 860. So 120 point trade there. No, Jeff. So my profit targets are they vary. My risk is always defined the same. So my stop is always set at somewhere between 20 and 30 points generally. I generally don't like to risk any more than that. But there's no like set risk to reward, right? Like this morning, for instance, I kind of knew that if price was holding above the prior week open right here, I knew that this was going to be a long. You can kind of tell my trading plan this morning said, let's see here. Trading plan this morning, I put it out at 8:39, so 8:40 a.m., so 50 minutes before market open. Key level was 740. Market opened pretty much right at that level and shot down, but then quickly reclaimed. And that's when I got long, was when price got back above 740. And then obviously I had my targets to the top side up here. I saw that level at 920 to 940, so I just set my take profit there and got trailed out. Once we got past the second target, I kind of was tight trailing. But yeah, I don't have like a set risk reward. It's not like I'm going 2-to-1 or 1-to-1 or anything like that. It varies. No cap. How do you improve your entries every time you enter? The market stops at your entry and goes the other way? Unfortunately, that's just part of the learning curve in trading. Like we all started there. You know, where we are fine-tuning our entries and stuff like that. It just takes time. What made me choose long versus short? You really want to see why? And this is why I do my pre-market, my pre-week planning, right? This is the reason why. This is the daily chart on NQ for reference. These are my pre-week levels. I drew these up Sunday afternoon, okay? Prior to the market opening and having that gap down, I saw this little gap on the daily that was unfilled down here. And I kind of knew that we were headed for a gap down to grab and fill these orders that were left behind on the move. And once it reclaimed this, I kind of knew we were heading back towards the top side of the range at the very least. We got back above the prior week close here, and that was my clue to get long. Right? Had we held below that low, I probably would have been short, targeting back in this area. But because we got back above and we're holding above and kind of gave that quick sweep and move back up, quick move back up, I sort of knew we were heading higher. Yeah, it's slowly working its way there, isn't it? Yeah, guys, just simplify your trading. At the beginning of every week, no matter what symbol you're trading, right, go out and mark the prior week's high, the prior week's low, where price opened in the prior week, where it closed in the prior week, and use those as your guide, kind of, right? Like as price is trading throughout the next week, you'll be able to tell kind of what's going on and where, you know, the big boys are trying to push the market. Big boys or girls, sorry, are trying to get the market to go, right? You'll know that if, you know, price is trading above the prior week close, price is probably going up to the prior week high to test that area. If price is trading below the prior week open, price is probably going down to trade the prior week low. Just make it easy. It doesn't need to be super confusing. All right, I think you'll see a big difference in your trading if you just eliminate all the noise. Get out of. We stare at the 5-minute and the 1-minute charts so much that we often neglect those higher time frames, and really that's what's driving the market, right? Is those higher time frame charts. You know, big players don't have small targets in mind. They aren't trying to scalp out 10 points. They're trying to push the market big moves, make big money. So why are we so hyper focused on 1-minute charts? You know, when you're looking at that daily chart Sunday before the market even opens, go back and see if there's some gaps on the daily that aren't filled. Price more times than not is going to come and at least trade in those areas. You know, so if the market starts heading in that direction, you kind of can get a good read on what's going on. You know, and now we're up towards the top side of those. Like, for instance, right now we're in that area, and that's kind of why I'm hesitant to pull any kind of trigger here. We're kind of in that area where on the daily you've seen some heavy sells come in, right? Like, if we get above this area here at 960, we're probably coming up into this area where we had that last aggressive selling right there at 26,100. So we're at the top side of the range. You know, so now you start being careful on the long side and start looking for reasons to get short. That's kind of why you want to see, you know, break and retests, right? Like where price does break a new high, creates a new high, comes back, retests previous high, and holds for the long up. Oh, Nahal, the only actual indicators that I have on my daily chart are the daily SMAs, so the simple moving averages. So this right here is the daily 20 simple moving average. This is the daily 50. This is the daily 100. And then the daily 200 is all the way down here. But it gives you some kind of context about, you know, what the trend is, right? Like right now we're trading above all the major moving averages. If we start heading to the downside, this would be a good target for short side trades, right? If that cracks, we'd be looking at the daily 50 as a good downside target. I mean, they're not exact, but that's kind of how I read things. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Or at least give some context as to how I see things, right? Everybody's different, right? You know, and if price gives one of these sweeps above and we find sellers above and price starts to head down, I would expect price to come back and trade this area. There wasn't enough buying interest up here to accept. So where does price have to go to find that buying interest? Lower price. All right, here comes 920. Here comes 920. Finally. Yeah, but if you're struggling with your trading, the one thing that I can suggest is obviously execute on the lower time frames being a day trader, right? But start developing a trading plan pre-market, right? Look at what's happened overnight. Look for your London session highs and lows. Look for your Asia session highs and lows. Look for your overnight highs and lows overall. Like, let those kind of guide you and develop a trading plan around what you're seeing, you know, that hour leading into the New York Open. But I promise, if you do that, your trading will improve. And you have the discipline to stick to it, right? That's a huge part of it. You're not just over there clicking buttons at every price. I'm long, I'm short, I'm long, I'm short. Getting chopped up. Oh, Cash, for all this kind of stuff. So the volume profile does it on its own, right? If you're talking about these tags that are here, this is a custom indicator. It's an extra line of code that I've put into Quantower. If you trade on Quantower and you want this, just DM me on Discord and I can share that file with you. So this isn't a part of Quantower at all. This is a custom code. Damn, I thought the trick was to click faster. Yeah, Miss K, like having book maps and a tool like that is. I think if you don't at least have the DOM, if you don't have level 2, you're missing out on a lot, right? Like, you're missing out on a lot of information that's pretty valuable. So I think level 2 for me it's a necessity at this point. What is to the left? You mean over here? These volume profiles? So what I have those volume profiles set to, I have the current week, which is going to be the blue volume profile. I've got prior week, and then I've got prior month. Right? Because price likes to find volume. The logical area, if we start heading to the downside, that price is going to come to test next overall is going to be this high volume shelf right here. All right, coincidentally, that's dead smack in the middle of the range that we've been in for 2 months now, it feels like. Oh yeah, 100% Turgalas. I even have it on my daily chart. And I have the full chart range. Because when you see, you'll notice that price likes to move to high volume areas, right? Obviously, we don't have a lot to the top side because we're approaching all-time highs and all that. But when we do start to see it roll over, what you're going to see, you can kind of tell why we're chopping right here, because this is the highest volume shelf, right, that we have on the prior month. This is your point of control and where most volume was conducted. right in the dead smack middle of the range. If this was to break to the downside, my next target would be this volume. And then even further below, we would go down into this area. I think people just overthink things, right? Like, we make trading harder than what it needs to be. We like to add all this like fancy vocabulary to everything and sounds way smarter than most of us actually are, probably. Right? Don't get me wrong, there's some brilliant traders out there, right? There's some brilliant minds, brilliant people. But it doesn't have to be fancy. Just simplify it, right? Keep it simple. So right now, all we're doing is building volume, right? That's all we're doing below this level. That's why I say I want to see the break, and then I want to see a retest of previous highs over here to see if we hold, to see if we want to build volume higher. Because we don't have a lot up there, right? Like, there's not a lot up here in comparison to down here. So if we get above this and are holding above this, we're going higher. We're going to start exploring these prices up here. And then what I do with that information is I go over to the daily chart. I look at where the last aggressive selling came in, and that's kind of like my target to the top side. Is it Kentucky or Kentucky, or I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So I'm not real advanced as far as what this is reading, right? When I really start paying attention to this is when I see large orders on the DOM resting over here. And then I'm watching what happens with these big red and green bubbles. In other words, if price was to come up into here, right? Maybe sweep these highs, have a lot of big green bubbles, but not be able to hold above 940 or this previous swing high. I would sense that there's a passive seller absorbing all that aggressive selling and price to retreat. So what this indicates to me is absorption and exhaustion. And then as price gets higher and higher and higher over here, these act as possible targets in the next areas where I would be looking for something similar, right? A lot of aggressive buying coming into the passive sellers and price not to make a new high. Right? In other words, that would indicate absorption to me, and I would look for a move back down. But my executions would be at these levels. Yeah, Turglass, exactly. Just simplify it. That's what these are. These are pivots here. I just use classic settings on my pivots. Central pivots down here at 716. You got R1 sitting at 26,060. Wow, really wide pivots today, actually. Really wide pivots today. And then the faint gray lines are the 50% between. Yeah, no cap. So technically right now, this has been acting as resistance. So that's what we're trying to see. We're trying to see if sellers are still going to accept here and try to force price back down, or if buyers are going to get aggressive and push through and hold and turn it into support. It's exactly what we're looking at. Yep. Yep, Rui, you got it exactly right. You got it exactly right. Wow. Wow, this turned into quite a little, quite a little education stream, huh? Real quickly. Yeah, I guess what else will we talk about right now? The price isn't really doing a whole lot of anything. We're not really moving. Now, I enjoy talking trading, guys. Like, trading is a lonely, lonely profession. Like, we're all sitting in a room by ourselves the majority of the time. That's a large part of the reason why I stream as well, just to have that kind of like community feel. You know, we don't have that office space to go and hang out and chat with each other. So, like, I can't thank you all enough for tuning in every night and keeping me entertained. Like I said, I hope you learned something from me. Hopefully I can learn stuff from you guys as well. Clip the EDUPCS. No, anything that I can, like, I don't know everything about trading, guys. I don't. I'll be the first to admit it. But what I do know, I'm more than happy to share, and for free, right? Like, I know what goes on in the trading space. I see it. I'm not blind to it. I know what happens. I don't agree with what's going on out there right now at all. We got a lot of scammers. We got a lot of there's a lot of slime out there. So just put it this way: don't pay somebody $4,000 for a course, right? Unless they have a proven track record, and even then, Photoshop is a crazy tool these days, right? Just give me that. I think it's crazy what some of them do. You know, they'll put their full account numbers out there and all that. I'm sitting there thinking, man, just asking to get hacked and money taken from your account is what I'm thinking in the back of my mind, right? Like, geez, you guys are crazy. Nice, Tim. They make money off affiliation and act like right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, the really big streamers, they play an entirely different game, guys. I mean, that's an entirely different game that they're playing, right? A game that we can't play. We just can't. We can't do that. The average trader cannot sit there and follow those guys who have 200,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers and trade the same way, right? They just can't. No cap. You're relying on me? Don't copy my trades. You will get wrecked. No, we haven't done it yet. We haven't done the giveaway yet. All right. Let's see if we can get that sweep. Burp, you got a new strat you want to try out? You got to win the account? Yeah, we're starting to get into that spot where things could start to get interesting here. Got some orders resting to the top side. Yeah, Pro Trader. It's very like, especially now that I can see how things work on the back end with these props, it kind of shines a light on everything, you know? So I just prefer to do me, man. I don't want to be involved in that whole circle or that whole sphere. It's super toxic. Super toxic. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's on their own journey, man. Everybody learns at different paces. Everybody processes information and data differently. You gotta find what works for you. Some people like to be looking at 40 different charts at one time, whereas I really just like to focus on one. And my trading's relatively boring. You know, I'm waiting for price to come to where I want it to, and then watching what happens. Yeah, Pro Trader. Yeah, it's super. Oh, X especially. X, guys, do not go start looking around X at what's going on in the trading space. Like, because, man. I also think it's bad for newer traders to see that kind of stuff too, though, because it's really, you know, instinctually it makes you want to chase those really big numbers in the beginning, and you just can't. Like I said before, you can't play that same game that they're playing. You can't give trades, you know, 60 points of risk on NQ with 15 minis on, right? Like, you just can't do it. It's an entirely different ball game. Like, none of us could go on silver and put 4 minis on it. Well, I mean, we could, but it would be an instant blown account. Can't put 4 minis on a silver, right? $15 minis, no stop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a different game. It's a different game at that level. I'm just going to continue to do my own thing, right? I'm sure eventually, as the channel grows, we're going to end up with trolls, because that's what this space apparently is all about. They love trolling everybody and judging and all that, right? But I'm just going to continue to do my own thing, hang out with you guys, try to have a nice, chill stream where traders that are serious, that want to learn and do it for free, can hang out and talk to each other and learn from each other. I'm not so concerned with shoving $40,000 wins down your guys' face. I don't have $40,000 wins, first and foremost. I've had one trade in my entire life that's gone for more than 20K, and it was a swing position on my personal. My largest day trade ever was 18,000, but I was way over leveraged, and it was a dumb trade, and I would never recommend anybody does it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's bad, and it's bad for beginning traders to see. But unfortunately, they know that too, and they know that those beginning traders are going to chase that, right? They're going to copy trade them. They're going to reset their accounts. They're going to use their codes. We all know what the game is. It's not a hidden secret, right? Dang, X. You're 500 away from. You might as well copy my trades. Well, I'm not in a trade yet. I haven't got what I wanted to see yet. I would look for, this is what I would look for right now, right? You can kind of see the volume that we're putting in at the top up here. I'd like to see price actually come back down to this volume area, maybe even this value area high here, and make one more attempt out of the buyers to push this thing up. And then we'll see if we get that absorption up here from the sellers, right? Or if we get the follow through from the buyers. That's what I would like to see. If price just rolls over here and craters off of this, it's going to be very hard for me to catch until we're back below this volume shelf, right? Back below 900. Okay, so that rejected value area high over here. I would have preferred a sweep above it. What's up, Adam? How are you? Those of you that DM me on Discord, I will reach out after the stream, I promise. Oh, shoot, it's almost 9 o'clock. I tell you what, guys, let's go ahead and do the giveaway. We got about 257 people in here. We are giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account this evening. Exclamation point Wes one time in the chat will enter you into that drawing. Do not enter it twice. You will be eliminated from the drawing if you enter it twice. Nightbot will take care of that for me. I'm sorry, and I apologize to everybody who has been eliminated already. There's nothing I can do at this point to change that. Nightbot goes ahead and does that for me. So I apologize anybody who's been eliminated. Obviously, we will do more giveaways in the future. All right, let's roll. Winner will be announced in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Denny Bridges, you are the winner of the 50K Take Profit Trader account. You'll need to type something in the chat within the next 60 seconds in order to claim your prize. If you are not here, we will re-roll for another winner. I'll give it a minute, guys. If Denny doesn't respond, there we go. All right, congratulations, Denny. Denny, are you on Discord? Denny, let me know if you're on Discord. You're not active nor in the channel. Will you just shoot me a message, a DM on Discord? You don't have to be a member of Level Up to shoot me a DM. That's okay. If you're not comfortable doing that, the username is _denbob. All right, let me see if I can figure this out. Sorry, guys, give me a second here. Yeah, it won't let me do anything until I tell you what, Denny. Yeah, if you join the Discord real quick, you don't have to stay a member. That's going to be the easiest way to do this. If not, there's an email address on my YouTube channel that you're more than welcome to email if you're uncomfortable doing that. We completely understand. Discord's kind of crazy sometimes, so I get not being on there. But if that doesn't work out, there's an email address on my YouTube channel that you can just shoot me an email, let me know that it's you, and we'll get everything sorted for you. Congratulations again. I'll get you sorted after we end the stream here shortly. Well, guys, congratulations, Denny. Hopefully you make some money with that freebie. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock here. Yeah, great stream again tonight, guys. I realize I didn't trade, but hopefully we learned a little something. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your time here. What I would be watching for is that sweep above this previous swing high. I'm probably not going to trade tonight. I'm probably going to get an early night's rest and come back ready tomorrow. Let's see. I will be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard once again. So hopefully you guys come back and join. Who knows? We might do another giveaway. I don't know. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Trade safe, stay patient, and I'll see you all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Peace.